How do you feel about introducing the first video?
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
So this is your camera you're looking directly into.
What should I say? What should I say?
Whatever you want, like welcome back to another video on...
Welcome, I've heard that so many times. Welcome back to another video.
Hello everyone, FPL
everyone. All right, cool. Hello everyone, it's FPL Storms here. Welcome to another video. Yeah, cuz.
Yeah, right, so as you can see, something a little bit different today. We have got Stormzy in the building, so I'm not going to introduce him. I don't need to introduce him, but maybe you won't know that Stormzy is actually a big FPL fan. And he played a new one this season. Yeah, so tell us a little bit about that. You've started playing FPL this season for the first time?
For the first time. So basically, how it started, my group chat play it every year.
Yep.
They've been playing it like I don't know, for the past how many years. And I never get involved, like, because, I don't know, I've just always thought it's something for them.
Yep.
And then this year, when they was playing it, one of them put the code in, my brother JP put the code in, was like, oh, you lot fantasy. And I saw it, and I just said, like, how do I sign up? Like, let me just play this year, innit? And then one of my brethren, Cam, who, if you're watching this is all because of him.
Nice.
He said, and I've still got the message, he said, nah, this one ain't for you. And I was like, oh, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? He was like, nah, this game's not for you. Like, as in, like, just leave it. I was like, no, I want to play in it. Like, I want to play with the boys. Like, and then, lo and behold, it became a bit of a rivalry. And then I was like, I know I'm going to play. And then from the first week, he's currently, where's he in the league? Cam's like 7th, so he's just rubbish. He's done. And then I'm second, you know, hoping to try and push for the title. So it was because Cam challenged me, and then I think after the second week, I clocked, oh, this ain't just like a normal game. There's like, and I'm someone, little bit of history on me and games. Anyone who knows me, I love games. Like games are a big part of my life. Like, I think there's literally music, food, family as well.
Yeah,
God. Firstly, God, sorry.
Of course.
God,
yeah.
family, music, food, and games. Like, I love games. So like poker, I love poker. I love Monopoly Deal. I love Monopoly. Like, you know, like any game that requires like thought and strategy. And like, I always say, like, if I got taught to play chess when I was a kid, I reckon I would have done all right. You know what I mean? So when I started digging into fantasy, I was like,
there's levels to it.
There's levels to this.
There is,
so then I got on YouTube, FPL. Like, I don't know what I've typed in FPL, and I've watched a few other of the FPL guys who are all sick, and then I come across yours, and since then, every week, bruv.
Every week you watch the content, yeah?
Well, I've got a notification, your live stream, when you go live, YouTube emails me like, Raptors online. Like, as in, like, these lot would have heard your voice for the past 6 months. You're just on in the background, live deadline stream. And when you release a new video, I'm there, like, just, you know, it's amazing, man.
I love to hear it. It's a good game.
You're really good at what you do, brother. Like, honestly, that. Like, even I feel like that all the information that surrounds like FPL on just like a normal week, like what you manage to do in one video and just. Trust me, man.
I appreciate it.
You're a top boy, man.
I appreciate that. So do you think you've got quite an obsessive personality with like gaming and stuff like that? Like when you get into it, you go full in, or
full in, like as in full in. I'm on my FPL app like just for no reason, you know, just like looking through like, potential transfers. Like I go full in. Yeah.
And like when you make your decisions, obviously you say you watch the content as well, but are you more kind of like an eye test? You like to watch the games and who looks good, or are you more involved in like the data? Like, how do you make your decisions? In FPL?
So a bit of both.
Yeah.
So what I've done recently is now I'm trying to give myself little rules. Yeah. A lot of them come from you, to be fair. So for example, even like this week with my defenders, I didn't want to play a Brighton defender, but then I was like, I'm gonna make one of my baseline rules is I always bet on my doubles. Yeah. Like, as much as there's gonna be a single play, like unless it's Haaland or, to be fair, only really Haaland, like. That's one of my rules. So I'm kind of data, but then every once in a while, I'll have these feelings, like, which I was doing a lot at the beginning of the season and getting into hot water. Yeah. Like, so I was like, okay, it's not always just about this feeling. Like, bruv, I had this big feeling about Aubameyang. I was like, oh, but
I remember you telling me about that.
Like, remember I told you, I was like, oh, Aubameyang, like, I reckon Aubameyang, and that, you know what I mean, that got me nowhere. Like, so I'm trying to find a good balance. And if I do have a feeling, I'll rather go do research and say, like, why are you betting on this feeling? Like, even this week, I had a big feeling about Salah away to Leicester, and like I looked at the data and I was like, okay, it's not as the feeling's just more a spiritual thing. It's not an actual data one. So I'm trying to find a nice middle ground. You know what I mean?
It's all about like risk taking in fantasy, and like so you say you play poker. Do you think there are similarities between? Do you think being good at poker and playing poker yourself? Do you think that helps you in FPL?
No, because I got a brethren, another one of my brothers from my group chat called Els, who is great at poker, and he's can I swear?
Go for it.
He's fucking shit at FPL. He's fucking shit. He's like he's bottom of the league, rubbish. He's done. He's tired, and he's good at poker. So I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know, man.
Something there.
Yeah.
So you said like you think your decision making might have changed across the season. I had a quick look at your team. So you've taken 18 hits in FPL this season, which is
that a lot?
It's quite a lot. It's not a crazy amount, but it's quite a lot.
Okay.
But interestingly, you haven't taken any in the last 8 weeks. So I wanted to know, has something changed in the last 8? You said you make these rules for yourself. Are you being like a little bit more patient now that you know more about the game, or is it just you're like as the season ends, you just kind of easing out? Or?
Yeah, no. So perfect example? Yeah, that's a perfect bit of data that will actually tell you about my season, because those first, I don't know, there was that first 12 weeks or something. I was playing off of vibes, like as in I didn't really. So taking the hit was just like, oh fuck it, I'll take a -4. And then as the time went on, I was like, oh no, you got to chill and you got to wait and you got to think about fixtures. So I made so much. This is why, to be fair, even my mini leagues can't really chat to me, because that I was a slow starter. So there's things that I look back that I was doing and I was like, oh, why did I do that? And why didn't I do this? For example, all those Haaland hat-tricks at the beginning.
You didn't. Did you captain?
I didn't captain him once.
No, I didn't.
So I ain't got none of those fucking Haaland points. I was captaining Salah. I was just
Gabriel
doing
Jesus in game one.
Yep. Yeah, but look, loads of different things where it was like, oh, looking back, I would have just captained Haaland, or I would have just made this transfer. I was doing loads of like, I was doing a lot of I was doing a lot of showboating. So I wanted to what's something that perfect example of Aubameyang. As in, oh, no one's going to have him.
You look like a genius when it pays off.
Yeah,
I know my football.
So I was doing a couple of those. They weren't working. So then I started becoming more conservative as time went on. Watching your videos really helped as well. Like, okay, getting more direction and yeah.
Cool. So another thing about your season, which is very rare for someone at first season in FPL, you've saved most of your chips for the back end of the season. So to give you a bit of information at home, free hit you played in game week 32. Your wildcard in 33, your triple captain in 34, and you've actually still got your bench boost. And later in the week, you'll be watching this early in the week, we're going to do Stormzy's team selection, and he's going to be playing his bench boost in game week 37. Why is that? Do you think you're quite a patient person in real life, or is it because you're watching the content? Because most people tend to just get rid of all of their chips in the first few weeks and then be like, oh crap, now I don't know how to plan.
Do you know what it is? I think straight away, I just out of maybe being like a person who loves games, I thought, okay, if you have all these like kind of bonus flipping things you can activate, you want to bide your time a bit. And then as the season went on, with my mini league, when I started seeing, so there was a guy, my brother, I'm going to be mentioning loads of the man.
Do it, shout him out.
So my bro Eugene was top of the league for ages, and I remember he used this triple captain on Rashford.
Oh, in the week when he got like quite a few points.
I captained Rashford that week, so as much as he, you know what I mean, it weren't too bad. And I remember just thinking, hang on, I've managed to stay in the top. I haven't left like the top 4, top 5. Like I might have dipped to 5, but then I'm always like second, third. I've never been first in my league. I remember thinking, if everyone uses all their chips and like I kind of emerge from it, like imagine like it's a big thunderstorm and I emerge from it and like they ain't got no equipment and I've just got all this shit in my back pocket. That's how I saw it. Like, hang on, like let me just have all this stuff. So then I knew that everyone used their chip, and I was like, all right, cool. Week 32, which was that
free
double?
hit, yeah. Blank, was it? Blank game week?
Was that blank game week? So thought I used my free hit then, wildcard 33, triple captain 34, bench boost 37. And I just had that in my back locker for time and was like, I was at 80 points difference between me and the first person in my league, and I was like, you know what? I will make up those points. Let me just be patient. That's when all the patience kicked in. Let me make up those points. I said, I'll catch them on the last end of the season. It
takes most managers like 10 years of playing to become that patient. So this is why it's shocking. Like if you look at anyone's first season, they can't help themselves because it's like FPL is a game of patience and it's over an entire like year worth rather than being like a short game. So that's quite incredible that you managed to do that. And you actually managed to half your rank since starting playing these chips.
Yeah,
So you've like really, it's not like you've held your chips and it's not been worth it.
Yeah. It worked out. I need my bench boost. That's my final, please, Lord. I need
the bench is looking decent, but yeah, that could give you a nice little boost back end.
Yeah,
I like that. So I wanted to talk about your best moment of the season because I couldn't believe it. I was shocked. Game week 34, he's got 137 points. Just to put that into context, obviously I play this every week for 40, 50 hours. I think about it. It's probably more. My best score this season, I was buzzing with, was 120 points.
Oh, wow.
So I don't think I've ever got that many points in a week.
Sick.
So I just wanted to talk about like that feeling. Like, how good is that feeling in FPL when you just, whether it's nailing a differential, whether it's just getting, like, it's that euphoria, innit?
Yeah, I can't lie. Like this, so that's bro over there. That's my brother, but he's also my videographer. So he's with me more than anyone in the world. And like, I can't, that feeling. I wish I'm happy that I've started playing it now, but fucking hell, man. I wish I'd been doing this for the past, like, because there are times that I can be somewhere and I'll check the scores and yes, Mac 10. You know it, man.
Mac 10, McAllister,
Mac 10, bruv.
McAllister.
And like even, and this is gonna, like, there's even times there's times I'm watching United, they lose 7-0. But then you got Nunes in your team, you got Gakpo, and it's like, oh, it hurts, but you know,
that
point man
that
have to rise. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, man, like differentials paying off. Like even so, that week when I got 137 points, I triple captained Haaland. Yeah, and Haaland scored once in his first game. Who did he play in the first game? It might have been Villa, West Ham, or Fulham. One of them.
Got better knowledge than I have on this.
Yeah, it was one of them, and then it was Arsenal the second game, and watching it. Just thinking, bro, I just need you to score one goal.
Score right at the end of the game.
Scored right at the end, and it's like, yes, well done. That's what I need for my triple cap. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, it's you can't buy that feeling, man. Even any time, like, so even like Rach, like, those are people who don't understand the game, and they're like, oh, like, when they see me getting flipping worked up, they're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, nah, man, this is everything, man. You know what I mean?
But what about the other way then? Because it clearly means a lot to you, as it does to me. And a lot of people struggle like with the mental aspect of when you're having a few bad weeks. So. Does it affect you like that? Or like, if not, how do you manage to kind of shrug off the bad weeks and just enjoy the good weeks? Or does it ruin your weekend if you have a bad weekend?
It does, yeah, it does. Like it's like even fucking when Wilson's that first penalty, I said, alright, cool, that's cool. The second penalty, like I was having a great day that day, man. Yeah, you know what I mean. And then I drive, I said, he's fucked me here. Like, big up Callum Wilson, he's a G, he's a bad boy, like, but. I took the punt on Isak just because of the minutes. Yeah, minutes. Yeah. And then, so it does affect you, but always it's a game, innit? Yeah. It's like any game, innit? Like, just understand it's a game. We love it, we fucking obsess over it, but it's a game, innit? One week you're gonna have a great week, one week you're not in it, and just take the highs and lows, innit? That's the right attitude to have. I wish I was more like that, but it takes a while to get, because like you said, if you're so obsessed with a game and it doesn't go well. And the issue is it's all out of our control. We're just betting on what's going to happen in these games. To be fair, I think I've had so many shockers at the beginning of the season where now I've had to swallow. I captained Cancelo that week. He got the red card. My captain got a red card. I said, So when you've had stuff like that happen to you, I remember I bought in loads of Chelsea, and when they had their stinking period, like not that they're out of it, but like you know what I mean. So I've had shockers. So. Yep. I'm kind of immune to it. I'm like, fuck it, it's another shocker in it, you know what I mean? So, yeah, definitely. So you obviously spend a lot of your time playing FPL and thinking about it. What are you going to do when the season's over? You got anything planned this summer? I don't know, man. It's just boring. Just relax and wait for football to come back. FPL's made football so much more fun for me as well. Like, you end up watching random games, don't you? On like a Monday night. Yeah. Literally, any Fulham Wolves. You just sat there like watching. I'm invested. FPL. But I think now when the season's over, I don't know. To be fair, I reckon you can still go on the app during it. Yeah, and you'll be thinking about next season. Yeah, I'll still be thinking about my team. Like, because even next year, I don't think a part of me wants them to make Haaland like 14, 15 mil. Yeah, you know, just make him a stupid price so that I don't have him. That's a good question then. So, what price? Normal budget. Everyone is obviously at a normal price. What price do you think you'd start thinking about whether you still have Haaland in your team? Is it 15? Or do you think you go higher? Because I think I'd still have him at 15. I think lower for me. What's he right now? About 12 points? Yeah, in the 12s. So I think the most expensive we've had from the start is 13 million. Oh no, 13 million ain't gonna. You still got to get him in it. But I would say 14 and a half is where and 15 you'd be like maybe you go somewhere else. 15 I'm gone.
like a Kane and Salah instead.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
like
15, I'm gone. 15, I wouldn't get him. Like I would pride myself on that. Like, nah, everyone else get him. I'm not getting him.
I don't think I'd advise that though.
I don't think I would, but I think beginning of the season, it's just all the buzz of like, you know what I mean? Like, so I think I'll do it anyway.
That's fair enough. And you're doing Soccer Aid as well this summer?
Soccer Aid, I'm there, gaffer. You know,
you're going to use your FPL management skills,
I know a thing or two now, you know what I mean?
Like it. And I've got to ask, as manager of England Soccer Aid, is Chunkz going to be on penalties?
No, Chunkz, you're not on penalties, brother.
Chunkz is probably watching this. I'm sorry, Chunkz.
Come on, my brother. You know you're not on penalties, bro. Come on. It's all right. Will he understand? He will understand. He's going to do a screamer. Chunkz has got...
He's got that screamer in him.
He's got a screamer in him, man.
He's got the screamer in him, for sure. If you don't know, by the way, Chunkz and Stormzy, they both play FPL.
You both... listen, I'm even pissed because I showed Chunkz about you.
Yeah.
You
told him about...
Yeah,
okay. And now he's the one
when I was filming for... when I was on their YouTube, it was... So, who was talking about? Me, Chunkz and Sharky. Sharky was doing really well back then as well.
He's not anymore.
He's falling off.
Sorry, Sharky.
Sorry, Sharky. You're done now, man. But it was me, Chunkz, Sharky, and I joined their league, and I remember telling them like, "Yo, trust me, but FPL, there's a whole world." And I was like, "Bro, watch my man, FPL Raptor." Like, and they were all laughing like, "Oh, you watching?" I was like, "Bro, every week I'm watching." And then he started watching you, and then I feel like he's taking your advice better than I have because like we was doing similar things, but he was just nipping, and now he's flying. Chunkz is gone. I ain't even gonna catch him. I always thought I was gonna catch him like later, and he's gone.
Chunkz is ranked like 50k at the moment, by the way. Like he's doing better than most like engaged content creators. Like,
yeah, he's done. But I feel like that's because of me, fam.
Just don't give out any advice.
I gave him too much
you gave
advice.
him too much.
Big up Chunkz. That's my brother, man. If anyone,
yeah, they'll know Chunkz. They'll know. So, so the final thing I just wanted to chat about is Man United. So, for those at home that don't know, Stormzy's a massive Man U fan. I am myself as well. So, what do you think about the season? You happy with it? Do you think if we get top 4 and that'll be a successful season for Ten Hag? Or
yeah, I think it will. I think hindsight is funny, innit? Because it's even like it's like what Arsenal are going through, where it's like at the beginning of the season, if you told us from where we were last season, if you said to us at top 5 League Cup, FA Cup final, I would have said yeah. Top 4, FA Cup, FA Cup final and the League Cup. I would have said, yeah, all day I'll take that. Because even before this season, 5th, 6th, 7th, like that was on the card. So now that we're here, I'm like, you know what? It's a good season. We're guaranteed top 4 after that win against Wolves, I think.
we need a little bit more points.
We're not guaranteed top 4.
If Liverpool, we're recording this before the Liverpool-Leicester game. If Liverpool drop points tonight,
okay, got you.
Then we will. But yeah, so
I'll take that top 4. I think we'll finish. I'd like it to be 3rd, and then if we can go Wembley, and do the impossible. You know, I think if we win the FA Cup, that's a phenomenal season. Okay, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If we don't, I'll still say it's a good season. You know what I mean?
Okay, I agree. And it's my question, I guess, is about the style of play as well, because we're not scoring many goals at the moment, and people are referring back to Ollie, and we used to play that exciting counter-attacking football. I managed to get 2nd as well. Are you more interested in the results? Like, would you rather us win the league with poor performances, or are you someone that the performance is important to you?
Performance is important only because I feel like between Ole as well, we've had this thing where I don't know about you, but whenever I used to watch United, I used to think, when we score a goal, it's so special because they're far and few for us. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like when we used to score a goal, I used to feel like flipping it because it used to feel like a flipping golden nugget. So I would like both, where we have the performances and the result. Yeah. But we need like a style of play, man. Like which Ten Hag has brought. But I would rather have a way that United play like week in, week out, and we score goals. Like you know what I mean? Like because when you see your Cities and your Liverpools, they've always had a style. That's the difference. Like,
we need a striker, though.
We need a striker. We need a...
Yeah.
We need a whole...
It's a big summer.
Yeah, man.
Big summer. Need to clean out as well as sign him.
What me and my brethren always talk about as well, big up Glimpse, my bro. We always say that this ain't Ten Hag's team. Yep. You know what I mean? This ain't his team. Once he gets his team and his players... I agree. We're shining. You know what I mean? So
cool. Sweet. Right. So to finish up, we've got some quick fire A and B. Cool. You don't have to answer any if you don't want to.
All right, cool. Got ya.
There's going to be some FPL football ones, just about 10 questions, all right? Cool. Messi or Ronaldo?
Both. Do you know why I say both? Do you know why I say both? Because
you've answered this in the past and you always say Ronaldo.
Yeah, but do you know why I say both? Because I've said Ronaldo in the past, and I've probably said Messi to the man them a few times, but because you see their fan bases, yeah? They're so like, it's not, maybe toxic is the word, but they're like Messi. They want to use anything to kick down Messi, and Ronaldo fans want to use it. And it's like, no, let's just appreciate.
Have to compare them.
Yeah, just appreciate both of them. So I don't want to give either one ammo for the other. That. You know what I mean? They're both legends, and we appreciate them. You know what I mean?
I'd say Messi for as well. Ferdinand or Vidic?
Ferdinand.
Okay.
Ferdinand.
Gerrard or Lampard?
Ooh.
I would put Scholes in there, but I assume we both say Scholes. So Gerrard or Lampard?
Lampard.
Is that because of what he's won as well?
That's because this debate, Gerrard versus Lampard, that debate in my group chat is probably the most...
Debate?
Yeah, that's the most debated topic. Like, and of course, both Gerrard, I love Gerrard. He's amazing. He's a legend. But Lampard, just because of the numbers. Yeah. Where it's like, my brethren Cam always says, you buy a midfielder in this day and age who scores 20 plus goals every season, and it's fucking unheard of. You know what I mean? So... Okay. Just for the numbers, I'll give it to Lamps.
Okay, wildcard or free hit? Which should be prefer?
Wow. Free hit.
Free hit?
Free hit. There's something too concrete about a wildcard sometimes.
Yeah, free hit's just a fun week.
Free hit's just like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Okay, beta squad or Sidemen?
Oh, I love bro.
You got the answers, one.
I got to say beta squad because Chunkz is my bro. You know what I mean? Chunkz is my bro. But KSI is my guy. KSI done a amazing thing for me. For my nephew, and my nephews love Sidemen, and Sidemen, I don't want to. I love Sidemen.
We'll say both.
We'll say both. I love both of you guys, man. But Chunkz and my bro, innit? You know what I mean?
Okay, cool. FPL question again: safe pick or crazy punt? What's your go-to?
Crazy punt, man.
Crazy punt.
Crazy. Yeah, it depends where we in the season, though, man.
Now more safe, but earlier. But
yeah, earlier.
Okay. So would you rather City win the Champions League or Liverpool win the Premier League?
Ooh, I'm gonna. And for any United fans watching this, remember, I am not from Manchester, so I don't share the same venom that you have for City and Liverpool. So I'm going to say I would rather... This is only because of my friendship group. I'd rather City win the CL. Because I got Liverpool friends and I just can't... I don't want that shit in my ear.
Okay. Win FPL or Man United win the league?
Oh,
have you discussed this already?
Well, as in, I am number one.
You win, Stormzy wins FPL, or Man United win the league next season. Think about the bragging rights.
As in, I am number one in FPL in the world.
You are the best manager in the world in FPL. You finish first. Or Man United win the league.
Do you know what? I'm going to say United win the league, just to not be selfish. But just to give it to all of us and let the world enjoy something.
If the cameras weren't on.
Oh, me win.
Okay. All day long. Cool. Man United to win the treble or England win the World Cup? Ooh. So Man United win the treble again or England
win the World Cup.
Okay, I respect that.
Yeah.
Cool, right. That is the first video done then. That is our Q&A. Of course, if you're watching this when it was released, there is a second video this week, which is going to be Stormzy's Game Week 37 team selection. Yeah. And as you saw a little teaser there, got the bench boost ready to play as well. Ready. Hopefully to give a little kick at the end of the season. So thank you for coming on the channel. I appreciate it very much.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate it, man.
And yeah, make sure to tune into the next video, which will be coming very, very soon.